I don't need you yet, son. Your pop's got it. Don't run up to him, though, you fucking idiot! I get you're a child, but get a brain! Hello everybody, K-Whip here, and in today's video, I'm going to be giving you some parenting tips in this one, actually. Because I've been playing through God of War, I've been caring for this somewhat challenged child, and I think I've learned a lot of lessons from the game so that I can adequately advise you on how to parent in real life and take advantage of your parenthood in this game. So there are some basic things you should know when caring for your challenged child. I'd say a good rule to start with is one that was demonstrated in the first little clip, which is that less brain allows for more pain. Kids are obviously stupid, and most of the value that goes into people's smartnesses is redirected into children so they can actually tolerate more pain. So when you're fighting a really tough opponent, just let your kid take the brunt of the battle. He can handle it, give yourself a break. Eventually this might lead to an affinity for walking into poison gas, but that's probably a phase and not something you really need to worry about. But speaking of phases, there are a couple I do want to cover. One of the important ones shown in God of War is the handling of grief. Atreus is dealing with the death of his mother, so there's quite a few things that we need to do in order to help him cope properly. Now to do this, it's really quite simple. To help him get over death, you just need to really get him comfortable with death and really hammer in the idea of the futility of life. It's never too early to teach your child cynicism and nihilism, so they can see absolutely nothing good in the world and will be completely indifferent to seeing things die.
So, what do you mean I see with the eyes of a child?
In war, a soldier sees beauty only in the blood of his enemy. The rest of him is lost, sometimes never to return.
Wow.
Stories are for the boat.
Father,
Those are some tough words. If they're having some trouble with this idea, one of the best things you can do to comfort a special child is to lift your hand about a foot above their shoulder, and this will have a similar effect to a sweet and warm embrace.
Looks so big.
Wow, super smart observation, child. Well, she's dead, so she can't see anything because she's dead. Oh, he was gonna caress him. But he can't because he's emotionally damaged. No. Now for some tips that are a bit more applicable for real life. When you have your uncle over for a secret wrestling night and he maybe comes over a little bit tipsy, make sure that your son has already been put to bed or he could spoil the evening. And as you know, Uncle Jeff gets real bitey when he's been drinking. So don't let your kid ruin that relationship that night. Put him to bed first. Big time. Stabbed him in the eye! Atreus is becoming a badass! Ooh! Now next scenario, say that you're taking a walk through Alfenheim, and a couple of dark elves end up stealing your child. Your best course of action is to use Spartan Rage and absolutely obliterate the people that took your child. Oh. You made me mad now, boys! Yeah! Yeah! Oh! You don't touch my boy. Now another phase that God of War really demonstrates the proper way of dealing with your child is when they're in a state of illness, and it shows the correct amount of urgency you should show to take care of your child. This is genuinely the slowest Kratos has moved all game. Now I've got two more quick and easy parenting tips here. First off, keep them in their place. You should never instill any confidence in your child and make sure they know you are far superior to them and they will likely be a failure.
We use it as a last resort.
You're giving me your axe?
I'm letting you hold my axe. It's not a gift.
Still.
It is not a gift. And this has got to be the most important tip of the video. Absolutely no piggybacks after 8 o'clock.
Me and my friends used to feed LSD to this little retarded girl in our neighborhood. Yeah. And we'd lock arms around her and go, nightmare, 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 nightmare.
You can't do that.
It actually cured her retardation.
Oh.